Hello, we are here today, ESPN, with my colleagues Daniel O'Connell and Peter Van Seventer.
Hello.
Today we will be talking about the NFL, some Super Bowl predictions, and we got a game of more or less. We'll start it off. Peter, who do you think will win the great title of the Super Bowl?
I got the New England Patriots and the Golden Boy Tom Brady over the Chicago Bears and the Monsters on the Midway. You, Dan?
Yeah, Peter, I have to agree with you. In the AFC, the Patriots are looking too strong. I mean, their depth has just definitely increased this year. They had a great offseason, acquiring Brendan Wood, Vasante Shanko, signing back Welker for another year. A good draft to improve the defense. They're just looking really good going into next season. On the going on to the NFC, I believe that the Eagles and the 49ers will play in the NFC Championship, but I think the 49ers defense will definitely will win the game. It will be close, but I think that defense wins championships. But I think the Patriots are going to win it all. I mean, they're just too strong.
I agree with you both in the AFC of the Patriots making the Super Bowl. Their defense has stepped it up a little with their new draft who they acquired. But I have to say in the NFC, the Cowboys will take the title of the Super Bowl. Miles Austin will be the comeback player of the year, I think, after that hamstring issue. Do you think that's a good, a bold prediction?
That is bold because Tony Romo has one playoff win ever.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Tony Romo, he's a good quarterback, good regular season quarterback. I think he'll be great this year, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he can make it past the big games in the playoffs. But I mean, they're a very good team, but I'm not even sure if they'll win their division. I believe the Eagles will win that division.
Speaking of games, let's play a fun game, Kirk.
All right. This is a game of more or less. We will say someone recording a certain stat, and everyone will say if he will get more of that stat or less of that stat. We'll start off. Dan, will the Cowboys win more or less than 10 games in the regular season?
That is a tough question. I'm actually going to say less. They're in a tough division. I think they'll lose to the Eagles twice. However, I think they'll float around like 9 wins.
Peter?
I have to say less as well. I'm not a big fan of Tony Romo.
All right, I'm going to say right on the money. I think they can go 10-6. Tony Romo had a good season last year. I think he can do that again. All right, next. We're going to go with Peyton Manning. Will he throw more or less than 30 touchdown passes?
I'm going to say more on this just because you're playing the Chargers twice, the Chiefs twice, and the Raiders twice. I mean, the best players on both those teams, as my good friend Zoltan said, was their punters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Peyton Manning, I don't think I think he's lost a lot of power in his throws, but I mean, apparently he's been throwing well. But I don't know. It's not the old Peyton Manning. He's definitely very smart, and he can use his knowledge to help the Broncos win that division. But I'm saying right at around 30. It's maybe a little bit more, probably around 31.
I have to agree with that. I'll say a little less than 30, just because after that surgery, he won't be his usual self. Next, will Mark Sanchez throw more or less than 15 interceptions?
I'm going to say more just because of the fact I was going to say less because I thought Tebow would come in for him, but I don't think Rex Ryan's going to let Tebow come in soon.
You know what? I think that actually Tebow will come in. I don't know. I think that Marky Mark is not their guy. I know that's what they've said, but I'm just not buying it. So I say less because I think he'll come out at around the 6th week. I think he'll lose the starting job.
All right, this is our final one. Will Cam Newton throw 40 total touch? Will he record 40 total touchdowns in the season?
I'm gonna say no, because I mean, if you think about this, I think he'll have a sophomore slump like most players, like Sam Bradford.
I mean, yeah, I think Cam Newton's just too explosive to have a sophomore slump. I think he'll keep it up. It's a young team. Defense is improving. Offense is improving. Their run game is suspect. I don't think Cam Newton will be rushing for a lot of yards this year, but I still think he'll continue to keep the touchdowns up, the rushing touchdowns up. I say 30 passing touchdowns, 10 rushing touchdowns. Probably about 30, 32 passing touchdowns. So I'm gonna say over 40.
Kirk?
He's a great player.
Kirk?
With Matt Khalil guaranteeing a Super Bowl for the Panthers,
No,
that
Ryan,
could mean anything.
Ryan.
Ryan Khalil.
Well, wait, I guess.
We will be back tomorrow with my colleagues Peter Van Zeventer and Daniel O'Connell. I'm Kirk Haronian. Thank you.